Hi everyone, welcome to today's program about Zhu Xi. Interpretations of Classics on Etiquette is a large-scale book of rites compiled by Zhu Xi in his late years and organized by his students such as Huang Gan and Yang Fu. Its purpose was to provide an authoritative ancient book of rites for later generations. Based on this idea, when Zhu Xi compiled the book, he imagined that its compilation purpose was to solve the problems existing at that time. Since Xining, Wang Anshi has upset the old system, abolished etiquette, and preserved the Book of Rites alone. The loss of discarding classics had been great, and some learned people just recited some articles to cope with the imperial examination. Although someone later wrote some books about etiquette, they lost a lot and they didn't know where they came from. Once they talked, they just expressed their opinion subjectively. As for music education, there was no teacher. Scholars didn't know about the theory of music. They even didn't know this was a big deficiency. There are three main problems to be solved. The first is to reverse the current situation of ritual study in secular society, which takes the Book of Rites as the classic and loses the status of etiquette. In order to reverse the incorrect style of ritual study, Zhu Xi vigorously implemented the status of etiquette in interpretations of classics on etiquette. That is, etiquette is the classic. The Book of Rites and all kinds of miscellaneous books about rites are all attached to these classics, and list the explanations of the Great Confucians. This has established a reference system for the implementation of etiquette in later generations, taking etiquette as the standard and referring to various etiquette contents contained in various classics. The second is to provide all-round ritual literature for secular learning. In order to provide the practitioners of rites of later generations with a complete literary basis of rites, Zhu Xi absorbed not only etiquette, the Book of Rites, and Rites of Zhou, but also the notes made by Zheng Xuan, Jia Gongye, Kong Yingda, Confucius family, thoughts and deeds of Confucius family, Mr. Zuo's notes to spring and autumn period, Gong Yang's notes to spring and autumn period, Gu Liang's notes to spring and autumn period, records of the grand historian, history of the former Han Dynasty, and all other traditional classics that can be found. Based on the 7 categories of family rites, rural rites, learning rites, national rites, royal rites, funeral rites, and sacrificial rites, the materials are compiled to form an all-round encyclopedia integrating the materials of rites of the century. The third is to reverse the disappearance of ancient music in order to provide supporting music for the implementation of rites. Rites and music belong to one body. Although there is serious loss in the ancient books of rites, there are at least 3 rites, and music is the only one that does not exist in the 6 classics. Therefore, with the help of interpretations of classics on etiquette, Zhu Xi compiled ancient music documents to provide matching music for the implementation of rites for later generations, so as to make up for the lost deficiency in the implementation process of rites. That's the end of our program for today. See you next time!